stop comparing yourself to other people. Okay. I think that's wrong. I think it's stop comparing yourself to the wrong people. Okay. And we're going to get into it inside this video today. I'm Colton Havens. On this channel, we teach business owners how to get more attention, leads, and sales using videos. Okay. We also talk about the mindsets that we need to make our lives better in wealth, health, love, and happiness. So all across the board, because that's what you want. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay. So here's why I think the saying is wrong when it says, do not compare yourself to others. I think that's the wrong statement. Okay. And here's why. All right. They put a man on the moon. Okay, stick with me here on this. Let's think about this. Let's think about what it actually takes in order to put a man on the moon. Okay, and we're going to compare that to something that you and I probably both want in our business as of today, right? We both probably want this. Okay, so let's just think of the manpower that it takes to get a person on the moon. Okay, we're talking about dozens of engineers who have spent hours and hours in class and study. Then we also have to think of the time of evolution it took as people to get smart at us to even think of the problem to go to the moon and come back. And then all of the money, the trillions of dollars it took, or $1 trillion it took to get a man into space. And then not only that, but all the way back. They got a dude in space, touched down, jumped out, saw some alien BS, jumped back in, and flew all the way back to the Earth. Okay, with trillions of dollars worth of research and effort, and who knows how many centuries of evolution for people to be smart enough to do that. Okay, so now, do you think that's harder? Which one do you think's harder? Do you think getting a man on the moon or earning $1 million a year? Which one do you think is harder? Right, obviously a man on the moon. Okay, so $1 million a year doesn't seem so bad, doesn't seem so hard anymore. So this is my point. If I compared myself to making $1 million a year, which I know that you want to be doing and I want to be doing inside our business, okay, if we're comparing ourselves to somebody, let's say we're a business owner right now that's making 6 figures, okay, a year, and we're comparing ourselves to our friend who's doing 150 a year, and we're like, hey, I want to get to where they are. That's the keep up with Jones's mentality that gets us in trouble, because it's not a big enough a stretch. Because if they're only 50K, we're like, it's going to be so much harder to get to that 50K. But then if we think, hey, they put a man on the moon, and then it's like just mind blown on how much effort and time it would take to actually solve that problem. And then you're like, oh, dude, okay. Well, and then $1 million a year is easier. Okay, now let's break the $1 million down. How much is that in a single day? Well, that's a $3,000 day, give or take. Okay, well, then how much is that an hour? Well, that's $300 an hour. Okay, so do I have a product I can sell every single hour a day, or for the 8 hours a day, or however much the math is, to make my $3,000 in a day? And then if I do that once, can I do that every single day for this whole year? Boom, there's your $1 million. So the comparison of compare yourself to others, I think, is false. It's compare yourself to the right people and stop comparing yourself to the wrong people. Okay, this is wealth, health, love, and happiness. This is our fitness journey as well, too. If we're comparing ourselves to our neighbor Jack, who just works construction, and we sit at home working from our desk and we're getting big and we're like, oh, I'm almost in shape like they are. Okay, or we compare ourselves to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, and where we are now, and you're like, dang, dude, if that's the fitness I want, then there's a lot of things I can do. If he can work out 6 hours a day, then I can find 20 minutes, right? Just like if they can put a man on the moon, I can earn $1 million a year, right? Look how much manpower that took. Okay, you can make $1 million a year either by yourself or with a small team of 3 or 4 people, right? Especially if you're focused on the right thing, getting attention, leads, sales, scalability, a little bit of strategy in there. Okay, implementation, working on the reps that you need every day for your video. Okay, because then it starts with 1 video a day and so on and so forth. Okay, so go ahead. I'm really curious on your thoughts. Okay, put it in the comments. Which one do you think, which statement do you think is right? Okay, just type a 1 down there if you think stop comparing yourself to other people, or type 2 down there if you think it's stop comparing yourself to the wrong people. Because just like Warren Buffett and all the great people say, Your income will be the 5 people you hang around the most. Okay. The 5 people you hang around the most. And if we're not around mentors or getting coached, okay, then we're going to be just around the everyday person making 50, maybe 100K at most. Okay. And that no way for them to earn more majority of the time. But then we get around people in this online space and we pay some money and get some mentor and some coaching. And then you realize, yo, there's people making $1 million a month every single month in this game. Let me just hang out with them. What are they talking about daily? What are their daily things that they're doing that's completely different? Okay. And a lot of the times it's this contrast bias right here. This contrast. They're thinking way bigger. They think big, my friend. You seen this? Seen this book, The Magic of Thinking Big? Ooh, okay. Sometimes we've been thinking too small as business owners. Me, myself, and I is the same. Okay, right? We've been able to do $130,000 weekends to $10,000 days, right? To $80,000 months, $100,000 months, right? And stinking at 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, you wouldn't have. There's no way I would have believed you. But as soon as I got around the right people and in the right group, things just started happening so much faster, such bigger scale, because we're comparing ourselves from where we are now to something that feels impossible. Okay. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you're already making videos as a business owner and you're getting frustrated and you're not making sales with those videos, okay, go to the description down below and get this copywriter's playbook. Okay. And discover how a dropout turned into a multi-million-dollar copywriter. Okay. Eliminates all confusion, overwhelm, and will have you typing cash pulling ads and emails almost overnight. Not only that, it's going to help you figure out what to say inside your videos that actually will convert into sales and leads. All right. I love you, my friend. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure you like this, share it to a friend. There you got other business owners out there comparing themselves to the wrong people. Make sure you share this video so they have the right information. And I'll see you on the inside of the Copywriter's Playbook. Peace. Love you.